You know, Brady is now like a minority owner in the Raiders.
Yeah.
What are the odds that he comes out and throws a pass out there?
You know, obviously we got Jimmy G. He's coming back. He's going to be healthy, but you never know what's going to happen. Tom Brady's a competitor, greatest of all time. So at the absolute worst, you know, if everything doesn't go the way it's supposed to and we need him, I would not be surprised if Tom Brady shows up in a Raider jersey.
But oh man, Tom Brady.
I'm certain I'm not playing again, so I've tried to make that clear. All right, if I hit the drone on the first try, maybe I should come out of retirement.
Why don't we talk about that mother effer?
He's teasing unretiring again. Tom Brady is like that woman who's always flirting with all the guys, not because she's interested, but because she just wants them to like her. And she wants to know that she's rejecting everyone, you know? It's just like to get the attention. And it's just like he cannot spend a day without everyone talking about him and thinking about him being on a football team. He can't handle it. He can't handle retirement.
He's got to be the belle of the ball, it seems like. But I wonder, is there something more real to this? Because look, he's never retired. I mean, he's retired, but he's always ended up playing. So until he goes one whole season without playing, he is the guy who we expect to come back, right? I mean, that's what he is. And it just seems like he keeps putting himself in the media. Does he just want the attention like you're saying? Or is he trying to gauge interest, trying to gauge to see like, would people be interested in Brady coming back? And I think for the Raiders fans, the team that he is planning on buying a piece of, a minority stake of from owner Mark Davis, I think Raiders fans, now that you have Jimmy Garoppolo, who basically has these huge foot problems, won't make it, you're looking at Brady and you're like, look, I didn't want you to be the quarterback when free agency opened, but now we're in desperate times and we might need Tommy to come help the Raiders salvage this season. Because even if the Raiders get Brady, I mean, what, are we going to win like what, 8 games instead of 4? I mean, I don't know how much better Brady makes the Raiders. Hopefully a lot if the Zebras come in and help out Brady. But we kind of need anything we can get. And so Brady was on Mr. Beast, the YouTuber. And if he hit the drone on the first try, then maybe I should come out of retirement.
Sets up a wager.
Yeah, and so previously, I think he was with Adam Schefter, and this is when he shut down the Raiders coming out of retirement rumors, where he said, I've been trying to tell people that I'm retiring. And how did he phrase it?
I'm certain that I'm not.
Yes. Yeah, he's like, I'm certain that I'm retiring from football. I'm certain. So you're certain.
Way to say it.
Meaning that like right now, like you think you are, but then you could surprise yourself later is basically what he's saying. So it's like kind of ridiculous. I always like pull my hair out this stuff because we're covering the sports, but I'm just like, just say no or yes. Why does it always got to be all these extra words? But it's to give yourself flexibility and to give people like us hope that he might return to the NFL and make it more exciting.
Because you're going to say content.
No, I mean, no, he will make, look, the AFC West right now, even though I do not want Brady as quarterback, never have, it will be more exciting if he comes back and plays for the Raiders. I mean, it will be very exciting.
Absolutely.
It will.
Everyone and their brother thought it was Brady. It was you, it was amateur media, it was legacy media, it was everyone and their brother. Even the people who are not too into Carr, or maybe they were into Carr, but they're like, well, it's for Brady, so, you know, okay, maybe the coaches have a plan. It made the Carr stuff easier for a lot of people who even felt sympathetic to Carr. And then when it didn't look like Brady, when he officially retired again, a lot of people were upset. And it's interesting because in the comments section from a multitude of people, particularly our channel, were all anti-Brady in the comment section, but for a few comments.
Yeah, I mean,
it was
just
overwhelming. And just the irony of even me, us like Brady haters, calling him Botox Brady. You know, we are now like, Brady, can you be the Deus Ex Machina? Can you be like this like help from the heavens to like save this team or something? Here's the thing though, you go to the Bucks in a very weak division, it's your last hurrah. It makes sense going to a team that's been a shell of a team for a long time, and then you kind of puff it up like a paper tiger there for a little bit, and then it puffs back down, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Baker will do something, who knows? But in this division, that's not gonna happen. That's not what's going on. So it's a heart and head here thing again, where I'm like, heart, maybe Brady will do something really crazy and dramatic and like, you know, come back into football and save the Raiders season, or at least save it from being really disastrous. But then head, there's no way in freaking hell at his age gonna take on Bosa.
Yeah, but the refs, okay, like
it's not happening.
Actually, the Cam Jordan clip that came out today, we're not going to show it, but he makes a quick reference about how he beats the offensive lineman on the Bucks, but Brady gets rid of the ball in 2 seconds. The reason why Raiders fans are the most against Brady joining is because we suspected on our Raiders channel, WiFiWillie Raiders, and we have so much content about this, is that Josh McDaniels scapegoated Derek Carr Carr to move on from him and then eventually sign Tom Brady as the quarterback, who Mark Davis has wanted as quarterback since 2020, but John Gruden stopped it, who really ran the team back then. John Gruden gets canceled. Mark Davis gets rid of Derek Carr, even jokes about trading him prior to the season, eventually moves on from Derek Carr. Mark Davis then sells a piece of the Raiders to Brady after failing to court him in free agency. But maybe there's a reason why Brady could not just immediately sign with the Raiders, because we track this so hard that everybody on our channel, many people were like, wow, this really was all set up for Brady to take Derek Carr's spot. I mean, straight up.
That mother effer.
That mother effer. And John Gruden was the only thing in the way. And now that he's not, boom, it's Brady in Vegas, right? And it seems like it's still headed there. And it seems like this could still happen. We predicted everything about the Raiders season. We predicted it week 3, like pretty much everything that was going on after reading through contracts and what everybody said, which is following it closely. We predicted everything. Everything we predicted about the Raiders came true, except Brady not becoming the QB. Garoppolo instead of Brady. Thought that was really weird. But now this mother effer is still in the news, and I just would not be shocked if he comes back, because it only made sense to move on from Carr if you're going to grab somebody like Brady.
You don't want the fans to just straight up riot. I mean, they were even okay though with Jimmy G, and then this whole thing, it's just been,
I don't know. I mean,
well, now it's not because of the broken foot. Jimmy Glass, yet again, Garoppolo, he's like Diet Brady, but like really Diet Brady, like the one with aspartame, like it tastes bad. Do you really need to do that? Do you need to drink soda right now? He's always kind of there in the shadow. So that just lends even more support for it being like, well, Brady's the one for the Earhart-Perkins system, right?
He's the real, yeah.
And then Garoppolo's like, good enough.
Garoppolo did it like 7 years ago.
I know, but it seems that's why it's like more and more proof that maybe Brady was the guy. He loves this game and he's playing it well. And this right now is an exciting story in the offseason.
He's a hoe.
Somehow.
Brady's a hoe. This is what he does. He hoes out. He sticks his tits out and gets upset when people stare at him. Look, that's what he does. That's what he does.
There. Nope. I just suck.
Okay, so Mr. Beast, funny guy.
Yeah.
But Brady with his kids, he's always like talking about their diet and them not being able to eat certain things.
Too many these nuts bars before breakfast. I literally had to hide them in my house because I knew these two would sneak to right where they're at.
Because it's just like, dude, chill out and let your kid have a freaking soda every once in a while. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
I like that.
Dad, you're gonna like miss.
I probably will miss.
First try.
So he gets the drone, but the wager in the beginning, let me see.
If I hit the drone, I'm coming out of retirement.
I think this is where he says it.
All right, if I hit the drone on the first try, maybe I should come out of retirement.
I like that.
Maybe I should come out of retirement, but you know what you're doing, Brady. You know what you're doing, and you know you're gonna get people all thinking about this, right? This is what he's doing. To me, it's like you're saying, the Jimmy G news in the background. Like, now that we have this Jimmy G news, there's only one team that he can really play for. I mean, it's the team that he's planning on buying. And look, they need the vote of the 24 owners. He could just buy it next year instead of this year. Just buy it next year, then you could just straight up come. So I don't know.
Dad, you're gonna like miss.
I probably will miss.
First try.
I probably will miss. I'll miss, and then it's not a big deal. Not a big deal because I'm gonna miss, so I'm still gonna be at home. You know he doesn't give a shit about playing with his kids. I mean, you know how they always say that? No, come on. No, he's always like, oh, I need to, I don't want to play football because I gotta play checkers with my kids or something. What are you talking about? You know, all he does with his kids, from what I could tell, is restrict their diet. I mean, that's all he does is just restrict their diet.
He makes out with his son.
Don't even get me started. Are we really doing that? Am I pulling that up? Because I might even, that's gonna get me flagged. is pulling up Brady and how he shows a lot of affection sometimes to his children. But
I brought it up. We can't be like that big a hater.
No. It would be fun. Right now, without Brady, the Raiders, it's going to be a rebuild year for the Raiders. It's going to be tanking with Aiden O'Connell and a combination of that and Jimmy Garoppolo, and maybe even trading away people like mid-season, like Renfro. Like, to me, that's where I see the Raiders going, unless you give a bag to Jacobs and then he can sort of carry the team. But it just seems like it's going in that rebuild direction. And if you get Brady, it's pretty much like, all right, let's try to do the run that we did last year, but swap out Carr for Brady.